Dirty Rich Kid, man. Dirty Rich Kid is not. You can't put me in one category. You can put me in just my own category as itself. That's how I feel about Dirty Rich Kid. To me, there's so many different things that I do. You know, I sing, I rap, I act, I do comedy. You know, so there's a lot of avenues that express, or should I say, describe me. You know.
Replay. My mission is so simple. I'm here to get paid. We fogging up the
well, I came up with that myself probably about a year ago. My name was Deezy before that. Everybody knows me by that. It is just something that stuck. But then when I got to a certain point, I feel like I had to reinvent myself, or you know, had to do something to spark that flame, you know, and I just came out with Dirty Rich Kid. Dirty for, you know, I say a lot of, sometimes I can say some messed up stuff. If y'all don't know, if people don't know, I can say some stuff that's messed up. I'm from the Dirty South. I was born in New York, but I was raised in the Dirty South. So that's one that's dirty. And then rich, I'm rich in flavor, rich in style, rich in ideas, and just, you know, it's just rich overall. And that doesn't mean, when I mean rich, it doesn't mean rich as in money and stuff like that. I'm very privileged. I do come from a very privileged background, but that doesn't mean money. It just means rich as in life, you know what I mean? And kid, you know, I'm still a kid at heart. You know, I'm still a child at heart. And me not, I guess, coming to grips with that I'm not yet fully a man yet, in my eyes, that I embrace the kid, you know, in me. You know, that's me embracing the kid inside of me, which we all should do, you know. I've been doing this since, I've been doing this since 8th grade, 9th grade. A lot of my friends, they like to rap, and I've always sung. You know, I've always been a singer. I've been doing talent shows since I was 7 years old, singing. But I have a passion for rap. I love rap music. You know, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, you know, all them. You know, like, they influenced me to rap, which kind of deterred me from my main focus, which should have been, you know, singing. But I did rap for a while before I even was Dirty Rich Kid. I was just doing a lot of rapping, and a lot of people didn't even know I could sing, you know. And I had to actually embrace that part of me and say, look, I want to go this route and fully go the way with my singing career.
Ain't no use trying to fix it 'cause I blew it. You think everything is fine.
My influence is old school music, man. Like, I like the Temptations. You know, David Ruffin is my favorite singer of all time. That's, you know, who inspires me to go, you know, the hardest. Not that we share the same government, but, you know, that's probably it right there for me. And then Erykah Badu, love Erykah Badu. Wow, Usher. A lot of it's mostly back in the day, Smokey Robinson, but I vary, you know, I love, I'm what you call eclectic. I like all types of music, you know. If it moves me, I like it. If it moves me and I feel it, I like it. Don't matter what it is, it could be metal, you know, but if you're speaking to me in a certain way and I feel it, I'm gonna dig it, you know. I even like that song, making my way downtown, walking fast. That bitch be riding. Yeah, and Adele. I like Adele too.
I ride shotgun, literally getting presidential brain, no Hillary. You niggas.
Yeah, see, I get a lot of that from one of my homeboys the other day, Dre Sosa, Simply Sosa. Shout out to my dog. He's like, man, he was trying to explain me to somebody else, and he was like, man, he's old Drake type person. I'm like, man, I don't really like that. You know, I like when people, you know, compare me to certain people, but I don't feel like I'm like Drake. I feel like my music is for everybody. My music is for, you know, that lonely teacher that, you know what I'm saying, that can't make it through the day, you know, or to that rich corporate person with a briefcase, you know what I'm saying? They could enjoy my music. I feel like anybody can enjoy my music. You don't have to be from the streets. You don't have to be a hood nigga or nothing like that. You know, you don't gotta be none of that. I think it's just for everybody. You know, it just, I make music that makes me feel good. So I feel like if it makes me feel good, that other people are gonna feel it too, you know? So there's nothing holding me back, you know? First time recording was smooth, man. I loved it. It was everything I thought it would be. It's everything that I thought it was, you know, that I thought it was gonna be. You know, a lot of people, they'll go in, it's either 50-50, you know, like you're either gonna mess up or you're not, you know. And me, I just have that drive, man. When I get in that booth and that mic is right there in front of my face, that's the only thing I'm worried about, you know. And other than that, and the words on that paper. My first show was crazy. I was performing in front of, opened up for Famous Kid Brick and Cristal in Inverness, Florida. And I totally blew it. I was nervous, man. I was nervous. Like, I had performed before in front of plenty of people, but it was the fact that this was my passion, and this was now finna show people my music. And at that point, I wasn't ready, and it was thick. I mean, it was wall to wall, bro. I mean, it was just jam packed. So I blew it, bro. But I mean, I took that experience, and ever since then, man, I've never had a bad show, to be honest with you. Ever since then, that's like the worst show I've ever had. Ever since then, man, every other show I've ever had, bro, it's been smooth sailing.
Ain't no time for faking. Give me that chance and watch a nigga take it. So you can.
What made it bad for me was the fact that when you put something into it and you don't get the reaction that you want because you work so hard, you know. And a lot of artists, they can relate because they've worked so hard, and then they'll go perform it, and you know, they might get boos, you know. And I didn't get boos, but I didn't get no reaction, no, you know, like, or no, not even a, you know, it was just blank stare, like, we just waiting for this nigga to get off stage. We just want you to get off stage, bro. You know, like that. You know, so to me, like I said, I took that as a learning experience. You know, I had footage, I guess I had footage of that, you know, and look back, and I was tense, you know. I wasn't spitting my rhymes, you know, and I wasn't even singing then, you know. I mean, I've always sang, like I said, but I wasn't doing singing. I was rapping at the time, trying to pursue my rap career. Mom always told me not to do it. She always told me not to rap, but you know, I did it anyway. I'm pretty good, but like I said, that first show, it just scared me. I guess I could say it scared me. I was scared. I was real scared.
Smoke season.
Yeah. You know, all I've ever wanted in my life is to be major, is to be talked about. I want to be remembered, you know. I want people to remember who I am, you know. I've never just wanted that regular job where I just punch a clock or, you know, sit at a desk, you know. I never wanted, I could do that, you know. I have a degree in human services, you know. I got my degree in college a few years back, I should say, and, you know, ever since then, after that, I've said I'm gonna focus on my music career full on. You know, so right after I graduated, I haven't done nothing but work on my career and work on my music. That being said, you always have to have something to fall back on, which I do. You know, I do have a plan B, but my plan A is so strong right now, I can't even see the plan B, bro.
In the bedroom, I give a brain. You used to make it drip, but I can make it rain.
Well, you know, if they talking right, and if everything is, you know, paperwork looks good, and you know, I would love to go to Taylor Gang. That's just, you know, that's just me. Wiz is my favorite rapper. And if it wouldn't be that, then I'd probably like to go to Grand Hustle, you know, with T.I. and them. But that's just me, you know. That's just me. I think they're gonna get wowed because the fact that when you hear my music, I could be singing and rapping on one track, but you would know that I'm singing. You can know that. But when the rap part comes on, it's like two different people. So it sounds like two different people. So when people hear it, they're gonna be like, oh, I wonder who's that, you know? You know, a lot of the tracks I'm rapping and singing on them, and I sound like totally two different people. So I think they're gonna get a wow out of that. Like, wow, you know, he's very versatile, you know, very versatile, you know, and you know, I basically will do anything that's put in front of me. You know, I'll lay down any beat that anybody puts in front of me. You know, even if I don't like it, you know, I'll still get on it, you know, just to challenge myself. You know, because I feel like most artists, they don't do that. They don't try to challenge themselves, they try to imitate. You know, they want to sound like what's going on now when you need to sound like what's gonna be going on. You know, you need to be sounding like the future. You don't need to be sounding like Future. You know what I mean? You need to be sounding like something nobody else has ever heard before. You want to strike that nerve like, what is this? You know, most of the people that are big now is the people that wowed people. You know, Diddy, like I was watching the Queens of Hip Hop or whatever yesterday. It was on VH1, and Diddy said he's seen something that Lil Kim never had and never seen before in music. That's where the magic happens. When you can do something that nobody else has seen before, and you can be different and not be classified as, oh, you sound like this person or you sound like this person. That's when you have something, you know what I mean? And too much of this game is saturated with people that sound the same. You know, I don't like it. I got THC, the High Club. You know, right now we're just taking off with it. You know, it's small, but you got to start somewhere. I got my own line of Dirty Rich Kids shirts right now. You know. I got them in white, black, all types of things. You gotta brand yourself, you know. You gotta have something that you can sell to these people, to labels, to anybody that is interested in new talent, that's interested in new faces. And you know, with my movement, I just wanted something fun. You know, I didn't want no crazy. You know, just a shirt with a dope logo that I love, you know. And I'm branding myself. I'm working on my music. Everything is just taking off, you know. What can I say, bro? The branding is something that you have to do, I think. You know, if you don't have nothing to sell, then I don't think you have. You can't just nowadays. You just can't give somebody music. You know, it's more than the music nowadays. It's more than that. You know, it's about who are you. You know, that's what people are attached to. You know, that's what makes them like your music, is what you are. You know, when I express myself in a music video, they start to get attached to me. It's more than the music now. It's more like they're not even really listening to music now. They're fascinated. Like, I wonder what he's gonna do next. You know, oh, I wonder what he's gonna do next. I wonder what he's gonna say now. Or who's he gonna be chilling with now in this next video? You know, that's what it's about, you know, your life. And people wanting to see your real life, you know? Oh, well, to answer the first part of it, how you connect with artists, it's more like a calling, man. It's more like a feeling that you get when or like it just happens, you know. You might be, how I met Dro, I met through Simply Sosa and the Loyalty Gang, which I met them in a parking lot. They were freestyling and I had my little camera, you know, going around. We were having an event at the mansion, and I met them. I'm gonna tell you how I met them. That's how I met him, because I was seeing them freestyle in the parking lot and they were going in, you know. I mean, they were just going in, you know, and I went over there with the camera, and that's how I met Simply Sosa. I met my dog Wizzle, I met Trill Trey, and I met Swift Cannon. That's the Loyalty Gang, if nobody knows. Shout out to Loyalty Gang, you already know. I met them, and after I met them, we linked up after the show. And after that, it was like we recorded every day. We recorded every day. And they brought Dro over. And that's how I met Dro. They said, yo, man, we got this kid that is in our group. And it was funny because when they brought him over and I heard him spit, I was like, man, are you sure you want to be with Loyalty Gang, bro? You sure you're down with them? Because you can come be with us, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Dre was like, Simply Sosa was like, nah, bro, he's with us, you know? So that type of stuff right there is where magic happens. We have talented people in this city, you know, not just Florida, you know what I'm saying? The surrounding states where people just do not know, you know? And I've met Dro, and we always kept close, you know. When we were working on music before, we got a song called Area Codes, and that was our first single that we ever worked on together. And then after that, we realized that we should make a mixtape, and we never did. But you know, I met him doing music with other people, you know, and that's how you meet a lot of people in the industry. A lot of people don't want to, you know, keep going. They want to stop, you know, and you know, they feel like, oh, I'm recording in this closet, I ain't never gonna make it, or I'm recording here, it ain't no, you know, I ain't never gonna make it. They're not playing my songs in the club, I'm never gonna make it. That's why you're not gonna make it, because you're gonna keep saying that to yourself. And you know, I'm not gonna say you're not gonna get discouraged, because we all gonna get discouraged once or twice or 3 times in our life. You know, you're gonna feel like giving up, and I felt like giving up before, but you never see me act on it, you know what I mean? Never act on it, that's just a feeling, you know? So yeah, but back to that, you can find me anywhere, bro. Dirty Rich Kid 53, at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You can find me on all mixtape sites, Dat Piff, My Live Mixtapes. You can find me on Spinrilla, Audio Mac, My Mixtapes. You can find me anywhere, man. You can basically look me up on Google and I'm there.
Smoke season.
The graphic that you see behind me is made by M10 Graphics. Shout out to my dog Derek Miller, M10 Graphics. He does a lot of most of my, you know, professional, you know, flyers, mixtapes. He's also gonna do my album cover, which I did have one made. But if you see a single cover made, like the one with Lately was made by Dro. You know what I mean? I make the one with the area codes. I made myself. You know, I make them myself, man. A lot of people don't know. You have a phone. You have a smartphone. You know, you got an iPhone. You got a Droid. You can get apps. You get apps to where you can get any app, like you just type in what you want. And you know, a lot of artists, they can do is the little stuff themselves, you know, the little things that, you know, you be stressing about, I don't got no date for this, I got the date for the flyer and I want people to show up, I want to give them a visual. You can do that yourself, man. You know, I'm not trying to say it's gonna be, you know, as good as everybody else, but if you put your mind to something, you can make something look just as good. You know, a lot of my mixtape covers I made myself, you know, just on an app, on a phone, you know. So, Derek Miller makes is my graphic designer. That's it, and then me. You know. Like say when new things come out, like when Cut It came out, it went crazy. You know, like Panda. If that, you know, I didn't get on that beat, but say when stuff comes out like that, and you just want to lay it down, and you want to do a mixtape, and it's just going underground, you know, you would be surprised how many famous artists record like this and they don't even give y'all the final draft. Like, y'all be surprised how many mixtapes have been dropped by artists that are rough copy right now, you know? So it doesn't, I don't want to hear about, oh, you know, I ain't got it. It don't mean that, bro. I mean, if you really, like, if I'm working on my album, I'm going in the regular studio. But if I want to drop a mixtape right quick, if I want to drop it and I want to give people something to hear that's new, and I want them to know that, that I want them to see that I'm still out here doing music, that's all I got, you know, is my in-home thing, you know what I'm saying? My in-home mic and, you know, my little setup, because I need that, you know? I need that. People need to hear me all the time. They need to hear me get on the new stuff. They need to hear me get on, if I'm in the bed and I hear a commercial come on and they use a song from like an old school song maybe, and it sparks me, you know, I'm like, damn, I want to get on that, like that Rapper's Delight, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of beat, you know? You know what I'm saying? You start hearing it and then you like, man, I'm finna go look at that beat. I'm finna go get that beat. I'm about to get on that right now. A lot of that stuff happens with me. That happens to me a lot, you know? I'll be jamming to something, or I'll be watching a movie and they'll play a song that I haven't heard for a long time, you know, and I'll get on it. Then there's other times where I can't find nothing, you know, I can't find nothing in my head. I'm just blocked. I guess they would call it writer's block, but I just call it, I ain't got nothing, man. You know, I go on computer and I look up for beats, you know, then I'll just start listening to beats, you know, but there's different ways, you know, but this inside thing that I got, you know, my own little setup, I'm comfortable here. I can do whatever I want here. It's my world, you know. This is my world, you know. It's my world. It's Dirty's world when I'm here, you know.
Smoke season.
Amen.
Local artists, please get out your city. You know, that's one thing. I'm not gonna say that's the only thing. That's one thing. That's one major thing. Please get out your city. I'm not trying to go on what other rappers have said, but it's true. Other rappers have told you this. I bet you the old lady down the street probably just told you this not too long ago. Get out your city, because they're gonna hate on you in your city. When you go out and show people your music, that's when the magic happens. Like I like to say, that's when the magic happens, because other people that you didn't grow up with down the street, you know, that you didn't grow up with, you know, your whole life, those people get to see your music. You know, you need to go somewhere where they appreciate you. And then pay to play is not bad. I'm telling you. You got to be able to invest in yourself. You know, you got to be able to take it to that next level. You know, I know a lot of people that got the #1 hit single riding around in their car right now. You know what I'm saying? In their car, but in their car. You know, you got to be able to take that to the next level. You have to do it. You know what I mean? And then finally, believe in yourself. You know, always believe in yourself. You know, and you stay true to yourself, you won't have to worry about people talking about your music's not real, because you're true to yourself. You know, if you stay true to yourself, you will always be a real individual. People always look at you and be like, yeah, he's real. You know what I'm saying? People can tell when you're faking, man. People can tell. You know, people can just tell in your music, when you perform, in your videos, and they can tell. You know, if you're on stage and you're looking down while you performing, you're not serious about your craft. But if you look in the crowd in the eyes and you spitting every word like you trying to make them feel you, people can feel you. You know what I mean? People can feel you.
Yeah.
Cause I guess I should be the definition of dope. That's what I think. You know what I mean? That's what I think I am. I'm dope. That's what I call myself, dope, man. You know, if something's dope to me, it's dope. You know, it's just, it's nothing to describe it, but I think I should be co-signed because my music is strictly feel good, chill music, and I do it for everybody, man. I just want people to vibe. I want people to be able to take a trip Even if they just going down the street, if they put on my music, they'll go far away for just that 3 minutes of time. They go somewhere else, makes them feel like they somewhere else right quick. That's why I think you should co-sign me.
Better beside me, but I just wanna see it right there so I can sit back and watch it dress.
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Trigger Dro. Shout out to my dog Wizzle. Shout out to my dog 2T Diddy. That's my brother from another mother. Shout out to my mom, my dad. I also got to shout out to God. I should have opened up with that one, but you know, so many people to think about. But I got to get God in there, of course. Shout out to my old lady, my wife, my girl Patrice. Shout out to Aaron Cassidy, Infamous Smooth. Shout out to Simply Sosa. There's a lot of people. Shout out to my dog White Roo. You know, everybody, man. I got to shout out to Best Vibes Entertainment, man. We're in this to win it, and we're going to the top, man. You already know it's not gonna stop. The grind is always gonna be right here, and we're never gonna stop going hard. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. But shout out to everybody that rocks with my music. Dirty Rich Kid 53 at everywhere.
Around for me, and after you done, we gon' smoke some tree, and baby we gon' see. She only twerk for me, now she in a Vicky's best kept.
I was young, right hand, but this is like the first time I'm grabbing it by the horns and going in on it.